I think this is the only time in my life I did not leave a tip. When I go out to eat, I make sure I leave a good tip. And I know there's a lot of people talking about how much you should leave for tips. Candace Owen talked about in LA, they actually have like a health benefit tip, which is ridiculous because the company doesn't want to pay for employees' health insurance. They pass it on to the customers. A lot of restaurants do this. But this is just not a, a practice here. But I went in here, and I usually go to a different one when I do go. Not this one, but I have this one. I had some time on my way to stop at this one, and the inconsistency with the cooking was incredible to me, because I used to go to New Hampshire too, the Olive Garden there. And so I had this spinach artichoke, one of my favorite appetizers, and it was all burned on top. It was brown. It was brown on the edges. It was stained like on the bowl, and I'm thinking, who would serve such a thing, right? And they're like, the manager came out when I said, this is really kind of burned. Could you take this back? And the manager came out and said, that's because we bake it. And I said, I'm a regular at Olive Garden, and I've never had a burned artichoke dip. So she's like, okay, we'll try to fix it. And then it looked like the second one came out with just more spinach dip laid on top of the burned part. And obviously it was quick. And so I had asked the waiter to take and discount my meal because I really wasn't happy with the dip. I mean, I was trying to scrape it out and take it home, and I could barely scrape it. So the cook came out, and he's like, well, I can scrape it for you. And I'm like, no, I can scrape it. It's just, look at it, it's all burned. It doesn't look very good. So, and I said also service wasn't good. I had purposely told the waiter, that I wanted the artichoke dip first because I planned on relaxing. I like to relax, I like to read and do my own thing when I'm waiting for my food. So he brought the salad out first, and then he's like, for some reason, your dish is ready before your artichoke, your spinach artichoke appetizer. Do you want me to put that on hold? And I'm like, yeah. I had already made this known. So, shortly after the spaghetti was given to me, I mean, it was all rush. It was like, throw my food at me. And so I didn't like the service at all. I mean, it was every 5 minutes. Do you have everything? Are you okay? Is everything okay? And it's just, the guy looked bored, and there's a certain rhythm. I mean, I've waitressed for years. You let people relax, you let them have their appetizer, you bring the main meal with, the salad right before it, you just don't rush people in and out. And that's exactly how I felt. And at one point, the waiter came up to me, like after, just a couple bites of my spaghetti, and said, can I clear any dishes for you? And I said, I'm still eating, because it's rude to take people's dishes when they're still eating. So he backed off a little, but yeah, bad service. Never ever do I remember not leaving a tip. And he came by after I paid the check, and I think he knew that I didn't leave him a tip. And, bad service. I mean, you just don't rush people. I was trying to think the best of him and think, okay, they're busy, but that's their problem. When you go out to eat, you're paying for the luxury of having time to relax, enjoy your food, let it digest. So, I also had to ask for another takeout box. I had to ask for a bag. Things that people should just know. So it makes a difference.